Hello Libra, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, my beautiful balanced friends. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Let's choose a deck and get at it here, Libra. This reading is always going to be for the week ahead whenever you find it, Libra. Just going to ask the universe, whatever it is the most important thing that you need to know. I'm going to look at the week ahead as I always do, and so anytime you find this reading, it's always going to be for the week ahead. And then we're going to put down a few cards for the end of the month too. Just about every sign in the sneak peek got a tower, so we're kind of looking into closer into the end of the month, because I think that's when everything kind of starts to move around. That's my feeling anyway as an energetic reader. Okay, let's take a look here. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up for Libra, please. In the week ahead, what's coming up for Libra? Oh, the Ace of Cups pops out. Tell me why. Tell me why the Ace of Cups is here. We've got the King of Pentacles. It feels like money is going to be a good thing coming up in the week ahead, I want to say. And we have the King of Swords. Look at you. It feels like there is going to be, it feels like it's going to be a really good week next week, I want to say, with the Ace of Cups being here. Now, the Ace of Cups doesn't necessarily have to mean love, right? It can mean anything. It means I feel like it's going to be a really good week for you coming up in the week ahead here. We've got the King of Swords. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. We're in a general reading, right? So take it as it resonates. We do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. And with the Ace of Cups in the middle, it feels like this week coming up is going to be really good with money, and it's going to be good for making decisions, I believe. It feels like there's something that you're going to have to make a decision about here that it is for your good. I don't think it's a bad decision. I don't know if you can make a bad decision, basically, with the King of Swords here, because the King of Swords can see everything clearly. And we are in Aquarius season, by the way. As I do this reading, we just dropped into Aquarius season today, and Pluto is already stirring things up in Aquarius, and so that means transformation, change, and personal growth, and revolution in your life and in technology as well. We do have the Six of Cups in the reverse. We do have the Hermit in the reverse. Tell me what else we have here for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thank you for cross-watching a Libra. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so this is for the week ahead here. We're going to put down a few cards for the end of the month, because I've been feeling like things are about to kick off here. Yeah, there we go. We've got the Nine of Cups. We've got the Hanged Man. It's the challenge for the end of the month, please. Wow. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles. So, I want to say, next week is going to be a really good week for clarity about things that you love. I really feel like you're making decisions about friendships. I feel like you're being really clear with yourself about friendships. I want to say that as we are getting a little more comfortable with 2024, and we are almost, we got 10 more days or so till the end of January here, I think that you're starting to become really comfortable with your thought patterns. I want to say that you're becoming really comfortable with how you're looking at friendships, how you're looking at family, how you're looking at relationships with people that you've had in your life for a really long time. The Six of Cups between the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords tells me that you're going to be making some decisions to make some cuts. I feel like not everybody that's in your life is in your life as a benefit to you. I feel like sometimes people benefit from you, Libra, but I don't necessarily know that all of the people, and I'm not saying that all of the people, right, that all the people in your life are really there, that are there for a reason of friendship and clarity and also giving, not only receiving from you. In my life, I'm talking about a Libra sun at this point. You could have a different placement, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. But it's my experience with Libra energy that it is the kindest, the most balanced, the one who just wants to make sure everybody has what they need. It just is, and I know a couple of feminines and a masculine, and it seems to come up that way all of the time. So I want to say, if you're connecting with me in this reading, I feel like the Six of Cups in the reverse is really something that is long overdue. It feels like you're really looking at who really is in my life. Who is my ride or die? I feel like you're really looking over it, because as we get into Aquarius season here, it is about intellect. It's about moving from, Capricorn, who was grounded, up to the mind, and we start thinking about what sort of changes are we making in our life, because make no mistake about it, Pluto is in Aquarius for a reason, and it's for the demolition of some things. It is especially, Pluto is going to have you looking at your relationships, your friendships, the people that you know in your life, whether they are family or not. And I want to say that you have been in hermit mode for a while. So you've been in hermit mode, possibly just keeping your head down and working. I feel like your pentacles are going really good. I feel like whatever is going on in your pentacle life, so where you live, your housing, your home, your car, your money, your job, all of that, I feel like you are focused on that. That's where you decided your focus is going to be. For some of you who are focusing on the Pentacle world, I feel this is a place that's going really well for you with the Ace of Cups here. And I feel like it's not just because it's going with the flow. I feel like you're making changes. You're going over it with a fine-tooth comb. It's like, this is where I need to put my energy now. I can't worry about this stuff anymore, at least not for now. So it feels like with the King of Pentacles and the Hermit that you're really looking closely over your bank account, over who you're giving money to, how you're spending your money, your where you're going to live. It feels like you're about to make some changes as I look at the Knight. The Knight of Swords is about the changes. And of course, Aquarius can be too. We're in a general reading, so Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, right? It's all of those energies, but Aquarius, this is the card of Aquarius, and then we have Gemini here. So I feel like that you are about to make some decisions here, that you're about to have some really honest and direct conversation with the people in your life. And the ones who fit the bill of the Six of Cups in the reverse, the ones who are just allowing the cups to topple over, the ones who aren't loving you back, the ones who leave you on red or are hanging there and not answering your texts, or, they say, oh yeah, we're going to go for coffee, and you never do. I feel like that's what the Six of Cups in the reverse is representing here. And I feel like you're okay with it. Like, it feels like you're in the King of Swords energy here. And I feel like you're like, that's fine. I'll just go over my list of what I expect from people. This person's in a book, right? I just want to let people know what I expect. And we're going to have to talk about that. And whoever doesn't want to talk about that, I'm cool with it. But I feel like you've been spending some time alone, really going over things. And I feel like as you get a little more comfortable with your footing in 2024, there's about to be some big changes here. That's what it feels like. Tell me about the King of Swords, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Tell me about the King of Swords for Libra. We've got the Five of Swords. Yeah, you're ready. You're ready. I feel like with the Five of Swords, you're like, look, I'm ready to throw my swords down and walk the hell away from this. If you're not going to put in as much as I'm putting in, at least, if you're not going to call me as well as me calling you, like, who's watering the plants, Libra? Like, when you don't come by to water the plants, do they die? Because is no one else coming by to water the plants? Like, it feels like you've decided to put up your dukes. That's what I want to say. And the Queen of Wands steps in the picture. So you not only are putting up your dukes here, but I feel like the Queen of Wands being in the picture tells me that you are not scared of being alone. You're independent. You know what you're doing. You've got passion for life. You've got passion for the self, passion for knowledge. I feel like you got passion for balance. And I feel like with the Queen of Wands here, it's like, I don't really care. I can go on this life alone. I don't mind. Doesn't matter to me, but I'm certainly going to find out who is friend and who is foe, for sure. Ooh, look at that. Holy, the Queen of Swords comes out. You are not playing. Libra, you are not playing. It's time to make the cuts. It's time to be really honest and very forward with what you want to tell people in your life. Look, some of these people could be people who you've helped in the past. They could be people who maybe are sort of doing their own thing in their life and ignoring you. And I mean, people should do that. But if you really are a friend to them, I think that they should reach out when you do. So I feel like you're making some cuts here. Yeah, and I feel like you have somebody who's in your energy here who is urging you to do that. Somebody who might be related to you, somebody who could be a soulmate friend, a soulmate love. I feel like somebody is encouraging you to take this path alone and put up your dukes. Yeah, the Five of Swords. If you don't agree with me and I don't agree with you, then there's no point in us being in each other's lives. Tell me why the Six of Cups is in the reverse, please. It's like, do I even know these people anymore? Do I even know them? I've got 1,000 people on my Facebook list. Do I even know these people? I think you're going to start to make cuts. And not only the Facebook list. We've got Four of Swords here. Yeah, it feels like you have decided that you know your purpose, you're on your path, and you are good and solid where you are. It feels like you're learning a lesson here, because when the Hierophant shows up, it's like you're being held to a higher standard. You're being holding yourself to a higher standard, and therefore you're holding everyone else around you to a higher standard. We have the Four of Swords here, and it feels like you need to heal whatever is going on here. You've let too many people get away with too many things for a long amount of time here. Yeah, there we go. The Hierophant here. It's like you've been at this Two of Swords for a while. The lesson is the Two of Swords. It's time to take the blindfold off. It's time to look at the situation exactly for how it is. Look, I'm just saying that on the 25th, we're getting a full moon, right? Full moons are always about endings. It is a full moon in Leo nonetheless, but it is always about endings. So it could be ending some things that you've been wanting to end for a long time, because like Leo is a fixed sign. So it could be that you've been moving really closely with Taurus here. You've been moving really closely to this place where you've decided you're going to drop your swords, I think. I don't think you're scared anymore. Usually the Two of Swords is crossed over the chest because somebody is scared that they're going to get hurt. I don't see you crossing this over the chest here. What I see is that these two swords are keeping you in balance right now. That's what it looks like here. Tell me about all this great money and stuff that's coming up, because I feel like you're right on point with your mind. You're clear. You're making decisions that matter to you. And I also feel like money is about to get great, because it feels like you've got a plan. It feels like you've got a plan, something you've been thinking about, something you've been keeping from others. You're by yourself and you might be creating something. I always see you as the creative one, right? So maybe you're creating music right now, or you're creating a painting or a book. Maybe you're writing and you're not telling anyone about it, but you're spending a lot of time by yourself doing something that I think is about to pay out to you in Pentacles, a lot of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles is the one who is stable and grounded, and is the one who knows their money, knows how to make money for sure. I feel like you have some opportunities here and you're working on things in secret. That's what it feels like here. We've got the Five of Wands. We've got the Six of Swords. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Absolutely. I feel like you're no longer in indecision about some sort of project that you've had on the back burner. And it's like, look, I'm a creator too. I know that sometimes we don't want to show our creations to people because some people are just going to shit on them. And that's the truth. You guys don't even see my filter, right? My filter is full of people who are hard on me. But I feel like what you're doing is you're kind of keeping it all under the surface and working on it really hard. And I feel like you are moving away from the Five of Wands. You're no longer going to throw your pearls before swine. You're no longer going, and that's a biblical thing. It means that, you have this beautiful thing that you're working on. Don't throw it in front of people who don't appreciate it. I think you're keeping it under wraps. I think you're keeping it under wraps because it's something that you really love. But look, you're the Nine of Pentacles here. It feels like you can go on all of this alone, right? You're not scared to be alone. You're not scared to be single, but you're going to make yourself a lot of money doing something that you've been hiding from others or keeping secret. And just because you just don't want anybody else's opinion. Tell me about this Knight of Swords, please. Because it feels like the Knight of Swords being connected to the Six of Cups in the reverse tells me that you're about to say something. Yeah, you're about to be really honest and very direct with a lot of people in your life who have not been supporting you or won't support you if you don't do the things that they say that you should do. I feel like you're just deciding, look, I've got my sword here. I will wield the sword if I have to. Don't make me wield my sword. We've got the Eight of Wands. You are having conversations, my friend. There is going to be some wicked fast energies going back and forth between you and people. You are on it, Libra. You know what? People aren't going to expect it from you, Libra, right? Because you're the balanced one. You will make balance out of chaos. You are the one who is, not really flippant. And, it always depends on what's in your mood and your rising. You could have some crazy fire signs in your mood and your rising. But I really feel like this isn't something people are going to expect from you. And I want to say it's coming up in the week ahead that you are at a place in your life where you're kind of done with people who are not being genuine with you. We have the Tower here. So there's going to be a lot of people who are going to have a tower because I feel like you have been silent for long enough. I feel like you are about to make some really big changes. And we do have Pluto in Aquarius, and we're in Aquarius season now. So there is a lot of transformation coming. And I feel like it's realizations for you. Realizations that I need to open my mouth and say something because we teach people how to treat us, right? Libra, we teach people how to treat us. And I feel like you've taught people that you'll just go with the flow all the time. And I think that you're changing your mind here. Tell me about the Tower, please. It's something that was hidden that is coming to light, a realization, and it's going to cause a lot of communication from you to other people who are in the Six of Cups in the reverse. People who are not necessarily on your team. They just benefit from having you in their life for whatever reason. We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So there's people here who have been silent, who've not been especially helpful, people who say they are your bestie, people who say that they're on your team, but they're not showing any of that. You're not even sure if half of these people are your friends anymore. It's realizations here. And we do have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, which tells me that you are going to reconnect to some of these people just to tell them to kick rocks. That's what it feels like. Libra, you are on it. So look, the Wheel of Fortune is here, and the Wheel of Fortune is all about change. You're changing your mind. You're changing the way that you speak to people. You're just changing it up, period. I feel like 2024 is really the year of transformation for you. And there's no reason that you can't be balanced in your life, even though all of these people are doing whatever they're doing in the background. I think that you've decided to take hold of your life. It's time for you to have some victories here. And I think it comes with moving forward really quickly in your life here. I feel like this is coming up in the week ahead, that you're right now in hermit mode, I believe. And in the week ahead, I feel like you're going to be making some cuts, some really big cuts, because you've learned a lesson here, a really big lesson. The Hierophant is here, right? You've learned a lesson about healing. I feel like you've healed yourself all the way to the six swords. We've got 4 and 2 at 6. I feel like you're moving on. 6 swords is up here, right? All right. So we have here coming up at the end of the month. Look at that. You've made all these cuts, or you decide to make cuts, and it brings nothing but wish fulfillment. It brings you the happiness that you've always wanted here. We do have you looking at everything. Look, you're not the person who's going to make really quick moves. You're not impulsive. You're somebody who's going to think it over, and your gut is telling you it's time to think it all over, Libra. And I think you're taking that into consideration here, and it's all leading to something brand new. It's all leading to you investing in you, you are investing in whatever it is that your gut is telling you here. You've decided that you're going to make an investment here because it's up to you to be happy. And I think you're making the decision to be happy. Tell me more about this at the end of the month, please. For Libra. Yep, you're speaking up. Oh my goodness. People who are not going to be used to you. You are speaking up, stepping up. You are the one who is conquering it all. You're going to say whatever you got to say. You're going to step forward, and if they don't like it, they can part like the Red Sea because you have something to say. You are taking control of everything here, and it's about damn time. I'm just going to say. Lizzo said it. It's about damn time. There we go. We've got the Three of Wands coming in. The Three of Wands, the ships that are coming in is the Emperor. I don't think that's anyone on the outside of you. I think that is you. I think that you've decided you're taking charge of everything. You're going to open all the conversations, and then you're going to make cuts and changes as you see fit. Because the Wheel of Fortune is nothing but good things. And I think that you're clearing out a bunch of energy so new energies can arrive. And I love that for you. We do have the Queen of Pentacles, who is Capricorn. And right now we're kind of on the cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius, right? We're moving out of this solid energy of being grounded and slow and moving slow, still moving slow, because Aquarius is a fixed sign. But I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles here, it's saying that, that we're still going to be solid. Still going to be solid, going to be a little bit defensive, but you're still going to be solid. I feel like your money is really going to get very good, because Capricorn's really very good with business, planning, and money. So I feel like that is probably the first thing you should take from this, is that your finances are about to get better. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, Libra. I'll be back because I'm always back. And see ya. Bye-bye.